Hello everybody, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. Last we left off, we had basically discovered that there was another murder over in the police station, but it was a murder of the same dude who we were kind of investigating the murder of, so now how in the world does all of this connect to each other? Who knows? Probably you guys who have played the game. But it's time for us to discover. That being said, I was trying to delay a little bit in order to see if Silver would show up, but he is not here, so maybe he'll show up at some point during stream. He didn't tell me anything, so I don't know. Anyways, all we can really do is continue without him for now. Day 2 investigation, yes indeed. And apparently this is going to be a super long case, so strap in, folks. But yes, hello Steve. Welcome, fake internet name. And hello to anybody watching the VOD, anyone looking in chat. Hope you're all having a good day. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? That's a great question, actually. I don't fucking know. I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. That's a kind of a feat, actually. I died twice at the same time. What's this and the evidence room part? Huh. Do we have like a twin situation? Is that what's happening? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. How's that possible? Well, that's what we're going to find out, hopefully. Try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. She's got to prove herself at some point, right? She's going to scientifically prove that our evidence is correct. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Did she hear me think to myself? You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Definitely not. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. Well, if so, then why isn't she telling us what happened? That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. What the? Emma, I'm thinking. You're not allowed to know that. Are you psychic? It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. It always comes back to the luminol, ever since the Zero Escape days. Yo, what's up, Draco? Mobile sucks today? Ah, jeez. I'm sorry for that one, Steve. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it on my end. The luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? You would think, considering the dude they had on duty, maybe not. Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. What does that have to do with anything? We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. You had an extra pair of those things? Oh. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Oh, it's actually like a little mini game. Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains. Alright. Oh, I guess I can just click. Oh, there you go. There's some. Very little. Examine? Oh, the flashes. Yo, what's up, Insaniac? No silver today? Apparently. No idea where he is. He also didn't tell me anything. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? I mean, could also be a different sort of bodily fluid. But, it's probably a blood stain. It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. I thought I was going to say, scientific investigation my ass. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically? I would say probably the amount. Is that really enough for somebody to be dead? Either eating sushi or going to a party. Maybe. I would maybe hazard a guess to say he's still sleeping. That's probably the best bet right now. Not sure what he's doing. Probably working on a cut. That or playing Halo. Amount of blood? The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. That seems like an appropriate enough amount of blood for, like, say, a minor cut or like a nosebleed. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark out the floor plans where we find a bloodstain, okay? Oh. There's multiple areas where we might end up finding it? Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. We should definitely scrub down the place. See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too. Considering I'm a ace attorney that also does investigations, I'm kind of surprised I never learned about this in law school, but guess they don't teach that in Japanifornia. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Okay. Luminol testing fluid. Solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. Alright. I have received luminol testing fluid from my very proud looking Emma Sky. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. So let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything sus. Ah! Oh, that's you. Stellar detective work for the police department? Well, the detective on duty was just a patrol cop, so I think they're just straight up understaffed and pretty negligent, to be honest, right now. Like Emma's pin that is just perpetually screaming. That's Phoenix's internal monologue during court. And yeah, to a T. Phoenix, being the ace attorney that he is so nervous every single time we're in court, no matter how many times we win. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Oh boy. Miss Star. You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. A day-old one, huh? Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Oh man. What do you want? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw a chief prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah! I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. Well, you say she stabbed a man, and then afterwards you say it was Goodman. It may not have been that, plus you may have been mistaken in what you saw, plus you may also just be trying to frame her. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Alright. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it, sure. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Also, thank you for the 20 whole months, Insaniac. Insane. Listen, lady, you are not a detective anymore. Your honor as a detective means nothing. And even then, you don't seem like a good detective. Considering the fact that she lied on the stand, yes, very much so. Plus the fact that she also has a bias specifically against prosecutors, I believe. Yeah, I don't trust you at all. And what about like the 5 million bajillion boyfriends that she has everywhere, apparently? That also doesn't make me want to trust you as a human being, if I'm being honest. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I mean, if you were good at your job, why would they fire you? There must have been another reason. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. The prosecutors let you go. Oh shit. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. That seems familiar. Yeah. Very, very familiar. Indeed. I was really good at getting confessions, especially when I use such honest tactics like entrapment and duress to get exactly what I want. Yeah, very legitimate tactics from any law-abiding was gonna say citizen. I guess law force. Law enforcing force. SL9? Wait, does it mean... And refuse to elaborate. Oi, look at this. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? I assume talk? Or not? Weird. Can I... Well, I mean... What if I present the note this time, eh? No, this seems to be just the same. Oh, that was kind of a weird enough. Can you tell us more about that? Silence. Is there any other piece of evidence that would link to that? What about Goodman's ID card? I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Wouldn't be surprised if she was a fan of using the old third-degree interrogation method. Hate this lady more than I hate Junpei, which is a feat to accomplish. Damn. Well, at least Junpei seems to be getting better. I don't really know if we're gonna have much of an arc with this lady, or any sort of redemption like that. I really can't talk to you. I guess I'm just gonna examine around here, eh? Can I not use more of the luminol? No, I can. I hope I have an unlimited supply of this. Okay, maybe not here. What about over here, eh? Got anything? There has to be more, right? There it is. This blood must be from one Lana. No, my sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? Yeah. Gotcha, Zadiac. I do agree. This lady seems pretty sus. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in cahoots with whatever's happening. Or just straight up the bad guy, somehow. Even if not, she's just not very likable. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. So, this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. I mean, her hand was cut. This just keeps getting worse. The door? No. Anything along around here? Don't look like it. Yeah, okay. Nothing else? In that case, I'm getting the frick out of here. Looks like Miss Guy is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gaunt say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Okay. Who would that suspect be? I don't think we know yet. Wow. Everyone looks deadly serious here. Really? They all look the same to me. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Indeed. It's like trying to understand the whole VLR thing. I'm not gonna say what it is in case of spoilers, but that was a pretty complex thing to introduce into the game. And my favorite part is whenever I watch Let's Players just try to sit there and think it all out. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Guess so. That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. Huh? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department? No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. So this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, the future star. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Ah, well, the dancing Blue Badger TM is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then. You'll give her nightmares. What? Oh goodness. Desk, computers, files. Yeah. What sort of visual trading you doing today, buddy? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumble-jumbling something to himself. I know. The killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. Is he trying to write like a... What do they call it? A closed room mystery or something? Locked room mystery? He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Now? Of all times? Really? Oh, the entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurring. Imagine if we just saw a bunch of blur smear marks all over the background. I suppose it makes sense the detective did get killed here after all. That was 2 different sentences, but I said it as one. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. He's like a kid in an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. I mean, the other one that we were taking a look at was also a crime scene, technically speaking. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. Must be a detective. You idiot! What were you thinking? Where's your head? Sir, it's right here, sir. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was showing the detective where his head was. They make a good pair. What the? Do I dare look at you again? The Blue Badger is still writhing around today. Oh no. What have I done, guys? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Indeed. I agree. How dare he? We should never have brought him to life. To the guard station, it seems? Oh, howdy, partner. Oh, goodness gracious me. Where's Silver when you need him? I need his bad southern accent. Checking Discord and nothing. Nada. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. Does it get quirky at night? I don't want to stay around to find out. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So, beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? Well, if beyond that door is the evidence room, and this is where the dude with the cowboy hat hangs, and he's also the one investigating the case, isn't there some weird connection here? Could he be involved in the murder? Persona looks kind of different today. Well, I think you came in a day early, actually. Persona happens at around this time. Tomorrow. So beyond the door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? Emma?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
I think I do as well. Also, hello, Silver. How'd it do?
Would you believe me if I told you that I didn't remember today was Friday?
What day did you think it was, then?
Thursday.
Thursday? Thursday. I see. Raise your volume a little bit.
But yeah, I'm here.
Very good. Just in time.
Nice.
See here. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here.
Yeah, but let's not do that.
Hello, Insaniac.
Oh, jalapenos? Chat disconnected. Successfully connected. I think something's going on over at YouTube. Because my network did not drop.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look. It's nailed shut. Can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through if you went in for a year, the cactus would fall over. Ouch.
I'd say be more of a yarg myself.
Yarg. He's more of a pirate, I see.
The thing about visual novels, Chief, is it depends on the company. this company, Capcom, is okay with the visual novels being streamed. Anything by mages? If it's mages, you're kind of screwed.
Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be a real deal.
Yo, what's up,
The
Arsa?
real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
Everything I see reminds me of her. How so?
Encased in cold, frigid shell with spines pointing in every direction.
Emma's waxing poetic now.
Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
We even had the dramatic music playing too.
There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy, a pounchy, a pinchy? Oh, I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho. But I think I'll keep that info to myself for the time being. Anything else? Got like a trap here in front of the evidence room door.
Look, on the floor. A lasso.
Looks like it's set up to
lasso,
trap
legendary,
something.
all skulls. A trap? Here? Wait, I know.
Oh, I just got what you meant. You were talking about Halo,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed.
You sure have an active imagination. Let me do this. Oh. Everything. Everything gets sprayed by luminol. Waste not any luminol, except waste it all. Douse everything in it. I'm going to assume there's nothing here.
Have you gotten a hit yet?
I did in the parking lot.
Okay.
The intended one as well as the one near the phone. But nothing else instead.
Because there are hits in this room.
There are in this room?
I remember one vividly.
It's just all near the computer screen. Oh.
Unless it's not in this scenario or in this flag, but I do remember.
I don't know, I feel like I sprayed pretty thoroughly. Methinks so. Also, unfortunately, in Insaniac, I don't think Phoenix has a comment about the alcohol bottles. Yet. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here right now.
Okay.
Oh. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Probably. But when have we ever asked for permission? Okay, where do I go now? Want to talk to me about... No? Alright, edgy boy. Let's talk.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
Edgy boy. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. He's not out there murdering somebody. I guess we'll have to come back. Because if he also happens to murder Mr. Goodman, then we have a problem. Wait a minute, isn't that the thing that we have as our evidence?
He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch?
Yeah, you'd think you want to show this thing off more than that giant steel samurai. Then again, Edgeworth has always been like that.
Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid.
Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contest, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments.
That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff.
That's funny because I did win awards for all those things actually, back in elementary school. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like,
I know the path I've walked. No one else needs to tell me.
that's how he's always been.
Kind of gets under your skin, doesn't it?
In like what kind of way? Oh, wait a minute.
Creepy crawler way.
Do you have any bodily fluids near your computer, sir? No. Oh my god.
Bling, bling, bling. What? It looked like some blood has dripped down here.
Was that trophy from a prior case? Feel like I've seen it before, but don't remember where. It's from this case. We do have it as evidence. Apparently, I believe he went to go and accept that as an award at like the police station or whatever. Then he drove back here before the incident happened. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed.
A nosebleed? Maybe in his wrath. Mr. Edward slapped someone for their incompetence.
Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind?
Damn.
On the trophy? On the suit? On the samurai? No. Okay, I think that's the one blood that we could find here.
On the samurai of the steel.
Indubitably.
Bam, bam.
Is there anything I could present to you? Or to make you talk? Probably not.
She is the cough-up queen, so it should be other way around.
No, nothing here. Back at the law offices?
Dun, 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 dun. Charlie!
Yes, my Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. It's a little yellow today.
Oh, I watered him just now. I mixed in a lot too.
Mixed in what exactly?
My very own scientific additive. Well, Charlie, you like it?
I told you he's turning yellow. boy.
Oh no, he's becoming a minion.
Oh no! Alright. Meeting day again at the hotel. Playing a second branch. Egad, the bellboy was staring right at me.
He looks wimpy, but you can tell there's a sharp edge under that facade. That bellboy is going to be someone someday.
I wish someone would say that about me.
You're going to be an ace attorney.
Alright. And talk to you. Where should we begin?
Well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, that thing.
The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, good man, be killed in two places simultaneously?
Oh, well, you see...
We should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it?
I'm not being very useful here, am I?
No, you're being very helpful, actually. Okay. You got any ideas outside of that?
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
There was that business with him not reading that officer's report.
Ah, about the killing at the police department, right? The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. I think quite a few people don't really like him. Poor dude. He's just trying to do his job. That being said, do I have blood? Oh no, I didn't want me to present.
This stuff is pretty expensive.
You don't say. How much does it cost?
Let's say about $10 per gram. I save up my allowance to buy it.
Your allowance? Does your sister give you that?
Yes. We don't have parents.
Right.
Sometimes he even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance.
Wait, what? That's all you use your allowance to buy? A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I just take the allowance myself. Oh. I guess I can't really spray here. Oh, I'm a sky. Would you look at that? Later, Steve. Good luck at work.
Bye-bye, Steve.
Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go.
Well, you never know where something might go down.
Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? Oh, she's kind of a part of our investigation. She had this on hand, which was quite useful actually, so I think it's working out. Okay, I cannot spray here. Let me see. Is there anything more I could have examined here? Did somebody use this thing? No. Would have been funny if that was the true murder weapon. Let me just spray the cops too. The police department?
You just go to them and be like, sorry, I need to spray you.
Huh. I don't think there is anything here. Criminal affairs? Salmon?
I mean, you have the guy, the famous guy.
Which famous guy? Gant?
The guy that's always training.
Oh, that guy. I already talked to him. Spraying him with luminol. Doesn't have anything on him.
What was he training this time for?
He was writing a novel, actually, this time. A mystery novel.
I bet the butler did it.
That's probably the butler. His name is also probably Sebas or Sebastian. The blue badger hasn't killed anyone yet. Oh,
Yet.
Don't doubt it for a second. And maybe there is something that we missed here in the guard station. Really, though? Kind of stumped. The game has pointed us towards here. We need... We need someone's permission to go in there first. So who do we call?
Ghostbusters!
There is something strange happening right now in my neighborhood. I would greatly appreciate it. No? Not the evidence. Anything on the floor here that I missed somehow? The news? Nope. The computer? No. All these screens in the back? Nada. The floor in the back here?
Have you, like, on the time that I wasn't here, did you go to the detention room and talk to Mickens?
Mickens? Detention room?
Yes, the detention center. Maybe he wasn't.
Well, there was nobody
Maybe he
there.
wasn't there. Okay.
Got anything, bub? One murder at the prosecutor's office, one in the police department. He must be frozen with fear, thinking that he might be next.
Don't scare the poor guy.
He's definitely gonna die. The only thing that will save him is the fact that he is just a 2D image. Any blood on you, sir? Or are you the murderer? I highly doubt spraying here is gonna get me anything, but...
It is on the evidence room.
It is?
The entrance guard station. You have to spray a certain specific thing.
Are you fucking kidding me? I've been spraying that thing up and down, and I missed it still somehow?
Like I said, I remember it vividly.
Oh my god. Alright, let's spray some more, people. I'm fucking, I'm using my mouse. Spray everything. What the fuck?
There it is.
How did I miss that?
God, it's so painful to look at it.
Oh my god.
Wow, we got a reaction.
Isn't that just the head of a dick? There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something. And planted their head right in these spines.
Ouch. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Honestly.
Depends on the method of murder. Okay. Is that all we have to say, though? That's it? That's just like a trigger that we need to have?
Yes.
Okay. Now what? Hello? I didn't want permission.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Did you do everything with Star?
I wanted Star to tell me more about the SL9 incident after showing her evidence about it. and that it seemed like it would lead to a conversation, but there was no option for it.
Okay.
And what do I present here instead? I presented that. Look at the murder weapon. Maybe I just need to present everything to her. Oh. Also, hello, Ashborn Phoenix. Spraying the cactus is just an optional joke. Well, there you go. A body with Edward's knife stuck in it was found in Edward's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why? If I hadn't witnessed the crime...
Mr. Edward would have been suspect.
I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Would you take a look at this? You! Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at it.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this.
We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing.
I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Nope. At this point, just show everything until we get a reaction. We showed the note. No. Not that either. The photo? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime?
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't a problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem, Troop.
Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Okay, can we finally talk about the SL9 incident? Finally! There you go. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, it's that dude. And Goodman. Who's the dude on the bottom? Another cowboy-looking dude. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they... that's you.
So they didn't solve it?
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. So you're saying we actually have the death penalty here in Japanifornia? The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. Are you kidding me?
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those.
Myself and one other person you know very well. Wait, could it be the patrolman cowboy? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Is that Kiryu with the fedora? Don't know. Never played Yakuza before. Could very well be. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten, SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait. Those lunches you sell.
There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection.
So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yeah? Kind of am. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Alright. Yeah, Officer Marshall, that's who I was thinking.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... are you going out?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Right. Let's move then. To... here, I guess. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Who's this?
I think it's you.
Please!
Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. It's at the Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've got our criminal. Now we just need evidence. What criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Wait, wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
He ran off to the evidence room.
So like a question. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Perfect. Can I go? Is there anything at the guard station? Nope. I suppose the detention center it is. Wait. Guess I have to go to the underground parking lot first? Then detention center.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they got the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say.
Oh boy.
Oh, hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premise? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Mickens, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait. He isn't. Is he? You. Officer Meekins. You didn't... Did you?
Perpetrator Officer Mickens reporting, sir. Nani?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Oh boy. Alright, dude. What the frick happened?
Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir!
Ow, I could hear you just fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir. And so I went to evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir.
What the hell?
A suspicious person. Yow!
What the heck is this guy doing? What's wrong with you?
So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red and blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center, sir.
How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one in the prosecutor's office.
On a different hand, though. First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. I guess we'll continue with that. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened...
Hey, welcome to the lab, Nicholas. Hope you enjoy your stay.
When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
Victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
So did he die there but was transported for some reason? But why? I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me as victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that.
Well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily to the total stranger side.
You could have just said, no, I don't know him. So, you didn't know him.
Look at that neck. Holy shit, that's a thick neck.
Tiny neck.
Sir, sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creatures' comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Okay. What do I do with you? What if I present stuff like this? Officer Meekins, this is for you!
Eek, I'm scared of knives, sir.
That's okay. I just wanted you to take a look at it.
That's it, sir. Last night, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir. And I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at that knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. That or he's putting up an act. I don't believe it for a second.
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
He's a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Maybe you don't know anything. I know you're not gonna tell me, regardless. Nothing else that we could talk about? Wonder if anything else has happened elsewhere.
Bam, bam. Bam, bam.
Edgeworth's not back yet. What about the police department? Where's Officer Marshall at? No, not yet. Hmm. Criminal affairs? No. Maybe there really is something else that I have to glean from the dude. Officer Meekins. Okay. What else do I present here?
Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember. I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct! That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
I better pry into this one a little deeper. What's up, Jose? Detective work even though you play as a lawyer? Yeah, that's just Ace Attorney, man. I feel like all the Ace Attorney games are gonna be like this. From details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room.
And that's why you thought he looked sus.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. What?
Was that somebody impersonating as him?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at it and leapt at it. Leapt at him.
I just imagine the scenario of pulling a knife. He goes, "Woo!" and then jumps at you like a sugar glider. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
Very unwise words from your father. It's like, well, you know, they were probably gonna backstab you at some point. That's why I stabbed them in the back first.
What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right. Shit, no! Robot! Ah! Oh, no. Muda. Alright. Oh, shit, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that expression? Alright. We're almost there. Alright. Yes, I know this.
Damn, you grabbed the bigger one.
Yeah, the biggest one.
So, Officer Mickens, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Mickens didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
I feel like you explained it poorly.
Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that I had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room, that's what they said.
He has an evil twin brother. But you don't remember the events clearly?
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Now we go to the guard room.
Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime! Swore to stamp out, it's there, it's me, it's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No, thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Alright. Progression!
Progression.
Progression! Oh wait, what?
Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of detectives' desks.
It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there is anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely not totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Oh, ha, ha. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Huh. I don't... He gives off, like, uncle vibes, like cool unk vibes, but there's something else underneath it all. In his dialogue. I guess his expression, very much so. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know him. I'm doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. That's some bullshit right now.
What?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. That's why I have a shit ton of them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the cheap but detective's trap shut.
He was the one you were picking on earlier.
Yeah, when I looked at him, he talked about how he had told this old lady at a restaurant all the things, all the details about the current case. So, he does love running his mouth. Bit. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Do I sense corruption? What's happening here?
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did Chief of Police want to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. I didn't even finish writing it.
Bruh.
It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
His ID card? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case.
Sure is.
If it can only be submitted to the chief of police, I feel like it has to do with the police. So the ID card kind of makes sense. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Alright. Thank you very much, game. Let's move. Wait, what? I guess I need to talk to Gant, show him something somehow in order to make him move us or allow us into the room. Okay, never mind. So, the ID card, I guess, maybe? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Raito. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
I actually really like Emma. She's got that Lois Lane kid kind of energy. Yeah, I can kind of see that a little bit. Yeah, I don't dislike her.
I like him.
Either him or the dancing blue badger. Okay. If you're not gonna say anything, then I maybe... Really? Detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine right now. Behind those doors, police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Let me try talking more with him maybe then? Found anything? Oh, there you go. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Raito asked me for help. Actually, you know, I think what happened was I went to go to the guard room. I clicked on the door to ask for permission, but then I did that out of order. So then I had to go back and click on it again to then get that pop-up, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. That long, hard stare again. Now, righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show. You never know until you ask.
Still suspicious, though. And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey, that is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Why does it look exactly like the other one?
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
Later. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir, because, sir, we have to go get into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Alright. Time to head on in. Can I move? No. I guess I examine.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The
Aha.
card reader's turned off,
Oh.
see?
What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my bambinas, guys?
Officer Marshall? Why does it have to be him?
What's that? Why does it have to be them look for?
Maybe Emma can't read minds. Maybe I just wear everything on my sleeve. A lawyer who has no poker face.
As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than a surest badge in this part. Huh? Well, what are you staying there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's waiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. What if I gave you this, though, huh?
That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What's wrong? I feel a steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what he means.
What? Do they have some sort of like food language that they use with each other?
That means she's horny. Alright, Bambino. You win.
A steak lunch, eh? Clearly a booty call.
Ask anything. Smack.
That was him smacking the booty. Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk.
Are you finishing my thoughts?
We finish each other's sandwiches.
We finish each other's steaks, actually.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and call him
Meekly.
Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on place.
You mean the security camera system? Oh wait, I don't have to do the voice anymore. 1 second. You mean
You don't?
The security camera system.
What the My guy has a voice changer.
Oh,
when?
yeah. Nah, I bought a new audio interface and it comes with it.
You have you have like one of those stream decks, or no?
It's bigger than a Stream Deck. It's like
Ooh.
an audio interface with a bunch of faders on it.
Okay. I don't take the machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli that they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prayer fire. You're still investigating the S-Line incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all sold on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I don't know how to play poker, so the best I know is Balatro.
Yeah.
Best I know is Balatro. That's it.
I don't know what constitutes a bad game of poker. Does a bad game of poker end with people dying? Because that is pretty bad.
I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambino.
This dude got jump scared by a ghost so hard He flew into the roof and died. That was SL9.
Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
On his way up because he got scared, he got stabbed by a knife somehow, and that was the murder weapon. 2 days ago, the day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too.
I know what maybe two. I know what maybe two of the machines in here do. Only two of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Mambina, me and the machines, well. I like them about as much as I liked stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest one to understand are these here, security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. But also, he keeps mentioning that he hates, like, the stewed vegetables next to his steak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of okay with that. Is that like a normal thing to hate about it? I don't know. Shaving with a knife seems shaving with a knife seems pretty cool aura, but it kind of looks terrifying. Yeah, I feel like if your hand twitches a little, probably not going to be a good time. But I suppose that is like showing people that you're very confident and you have control over the knife, like you know how to use this thing. So yeah, it could certainly be a move to pull, especially if you're new in town and you're just hitting up the saloon. Let people know.
The saloon. Nothing happens, the tapes are automatically raised every few hours. And Officer Mickens and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon? Who was, what was her name? Old Bag or whatever?
Old Bag.
Probably a better security guard than this guy ever was.
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
So he definitely had one if he was in the evidence room, and yet he refused to show it and decided to try and stab Meekins instead. Weird. Thus the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID passes through.
So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that before. Somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can show you more than that.
Why not?
Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. I'm gonna need that for evidence. Also at 420, it was just sevens. Who was that? Is that Mr. John Halo? Transferal.
Mr. John 117.
Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in these rooms. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the County Sheriff's Department. I almost said county.
Well, yeah, then you said it anyways.
That's what we call the transferal. We do it every February. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years ago, after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. I wonder if this is actually a thing, or if there are just some special cases where they kind of leave it open forever, or new evidence just shows up and that's why they get revived. Because, like, I'm thinking of the Zodiac killer. I'm pretty sure that case never ended with any sort of arrest, and like nobody was actually pinned, right?
Did, no.
So I don't know if the investigation is ongoing still somehow, or it's long gone and dead, and it's mostly just people who are fascinated by like crime scene investigation still taking a look at it. Let me present this. That being said, I don't know the history of it. I just know it from media.
See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground.
Probably for the best. Yeah, probably. The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the first number, it's a perfect match.
But there is somebody else who entered the room at the exact same time. Would that be Officer Meekins? Or at least within the minutes. And who's the sevens? Who's that at 420?
77777777777.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
Oh wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID.
So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
So to my knowledge, solved case evidence is held for a length of time as stated. Cold cases, which are open unsolved cases, are held indefinitely or until investigation is officially cancelled by police. Okay. So the fact that SL9 was solved means that, yeah, they're only going to keep it for 2 years until they transfer it elsewhere. But if it's open and unsolved, then indefinite. Gotcha. If he had his ID card, then why would he not show it? Yeah. Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Unless if that wasn't him and he didn't want him to see the picture on the ID card, which would identify him to not be the man, Officer Goodman. Meekins also mentioned that he didn't know any of the detectives, right? So... He could...
Because he is in a room that doesn't see the light of the day.
Yeah, apparently. Bro's a gamer. He streams from there all day long. Doesn't meet any real people. Just like me, for real, for real. So, he would not know whether or not that was Goodman. He just assumes that was him. So this dude also got stabbed by Meekins, but the police are saying that it's Goodman simply because of maybe the ID card number. Huh. But then how does the ID card end up at the parking lot then afterwards if it was used here? Well, when the stabbing happens, the body disappeared, right? So was it this body that was then transported, or was there some other exchange that happened with the ID card? The ID card ended up happening, ending up there. But the travel distance doesn't make sense. Take time for that. Let's say there were 2 ID cards somehow. And what was he going to submit to the chief of police? Chief of detectives or whatever. That his ID card was missing, maybe? That's what I'm assuming.
All right, compadre. You win. I guess I can give it his ID card record.
Alright. Got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. So they can tell us their ID, where they were. Can I take a better look at this? Lost item report 221 on the same day. Bruce Goodman ID. Why did he scratch out his ID? He wrote 9. Isn't his ID 58?
9.
Right? 5842189. 5842189. Bruce Goodman. I guess we filled that out so we know who that is. Why 9? Was the person who wrote that not Bruce Goodman? That handwriting. I don't really know if it matches the note. Speculation. Nothing else? Nope. Right. Can I look inside now, please? It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. Must be over here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Emma played mortuary assistant.
God, I watched that. Eek!
Whoa!
Damn, get slapped, bitch. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow 50? I'd give them 50, no problem. Go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire, and knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant. Will loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? That's what I was thinking he was gonna say. Could have mentioned it before.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief. So now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Oh.
So, Detective Gumshoe, You're boss for today.
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're a boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe. Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
Always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now.
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. See. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. Not the DL6 incident. That was the beginning
Not
of
the
the
DLC.
end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case then. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. Block for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. I need to know what, like, the injury on the people who have been injured on their hands is like. I wonder. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it,
Zap! You get a shock.
if that's what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Some people on the force who don't know about it.
Some people. Sorry.
You should be. Something's sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That's sad. I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. Guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
Bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Best to do it in front of them.
It's funny. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dream part.
It won't open.
Did you really think
Do
it
you
would?
really think? Okay.
Hey, pal, our security is high tech around here.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
So true. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Yeah, we use it to crack a case. Actually, wasn't that the whole DL6 stuff? And we caught up on Karma with the
Yep.
metal detector? Yeah.
Dog.
Right,
well.
pal. Oh yeah, we did have the dog too. That's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Well, that's a bug sweeper. It should all come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box? Can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. Gotta look at their heart. I see. Put that down. Alright. What else do we have in here? Plaid? What the fuck? What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright. What if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use our testing fluid to check it out. Sure, I guess we can do that. Right. Let me just use the mouse. Okay, I mean, the blood is lighting up, as expected. I knew it.
I knew it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is someone's right handprint.
Nani? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine.
It's yours?
Please. You have to help me. Will they come to take me away? Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? It's an important clue. I'll jot it down the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
But you're a detective.
Let's see. Well, looky here, Insaniac. If we didn't have them using the fingerprint lockers, then we wouldn't have this case. Now, would we? Right, so all those lockers. Nothing around here. No. Nothing. Oh, no. Nope. There it is. That's a dead man. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Okay.
We've been stealing each other's lines today.
Usually she's the one that makes notes.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. That's like Kane's theory about Ikutsuki in P3. Anything sus happens, he's an alien! Right, I think over on this side. Not on the lockers, it seems. And nothing here. No, it don't seem like it. Okay. Well, that being said though, we should probably wrap things up here for now, because I'm sure this investigation is going to last quite a fair's bit.
A little.
Not saying the biometric locks are bad, but the problem is only one person can open each locker. Usually it would only be used for things a handful of people need to access, really. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying the biometrics are bad either. But yeah, I do agree on that. It's like, we need it now. Bros it here. Well, ripperonis. Regardless though, my dudes, that's gonna do it for today's stream. So, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll pick up this investigation again next week. Same time, same day. Later, dudes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.